Hey guys, yeah, I'm bored, as usual. And today we don't really do that much. We mine a lot. We go into dungeons and kill a lot of monsters. And I hate the wolves, but I'm going to tame one anyway. Well, soon enough. And we level up today. And I attempt to get wool from a woolly that I didn't tame, so that's me being idiotic. Yeah. And finally, I can actually relax a little bit because this episode doesn't come up. I'm not putting up this episode until the 20th, and today's the 14th. I'm pretty ahead now. Well, actually, I'm like, no, I'm 3 episodes ahead, I think. So I'm going to relax a little bit, you know, not really make myself do it if I don't want to. Probably give myself like 2 days that I don't. Probably 2 or 3 days that I don't have to record because, I mean, apparently what I thought of like schoolwork not being like piled up as much in the ending of the year, like when the year's ending, apparently it's doing the opposite and everything's piling up. Because I have homework in like 3 subjects and I usually don't have homework because I have more laid-back teachers than other people in my grade. Like, they aren't really like fully academic. But like, there's still some academics in there. Like, you have to actually try for your grade and stuff. Like, usually in like in all your classes and stuff. But, like, they don't really assign that much homework, and then when they do, it's a lot. But I've been tolerating it. And I have to tolerate it for like 2 months more. Oh no, Kyle's going to die. Well, this is just my personal opinion, but like, I don't really like the music in Winter Dungeons, to be honest. I usually like the Spring Dungeon music and then the Fall Dungeon music, which is ironic because I like the Fall Dungeons, but I don't like Fall. I like Spring and Summer, but I don't really like the desert scene in Rune Factory 3 or the island scene in Rune Factory 2, which is this game, of course. You don't say. And like, and the Spring Dungeons. That was a yawn. And I just kind of woke up today. It's pretty late. So, yeah, I'm pretty sleepy, but I have to get this done in order so I don't have to record a lot over the next few days. So I might be busy, I don't know. Well, like, this is like some of my after-school activities just have meetings whenever. So that's kind of unpredictable, and there's no consistency, so I'm just getting more done just in case. Because whenever I come home after like after school activities, I just don't feel like recording, like no matter what time. Even if I'm like I only stay for like 10 minutes after school, then I just don't feel like recording. And like usually once I get home, like after an after-school activity, I just want to sleep. And I take a nap and then I don't like go to sleep until like 12. Should really change my sleep schedule. There's almost no consistency in it. I just sleep whenever. It's not very healthy, but oh well. But the only thing I can't pull off is all-nighters. I just can't. Because, like, latest I ever stayed up was, like, regular, like, I usually get up around 6:30 in the morning. And then I stayed up until 3 o'clock doing a project once. And then I fell asleep after. I had absolutely no coffee. Because, it's hard to, like, I don't know what my parents would say if they saw me, like, making a cup of coffee and, like, at midnight, so that's why I kind of avoid coffee at night, so hey look, it's me failing at trying to get free wool. Woolies keep on moving. Oh yeah, and I decided to sell the level 2 bandage just because I won't be able to get as much of them, and then they won't stack up into a nice 9 pile. So that's what I usually do. Because I want quantity, not quality. I just want a lot of them, you know. And we are not going to be totally screwed in Generation 2, since we have all this stuff in the shelves, so... Although we might be screwed in cooking, since I don't really store a lot of items. I'm kind of sick. Well, it's probably my allergies again, because my allergies just come and go, and then... Even though it's like, I don't know, it's probably like 60 outside, and it's pretty warm, then I'm still like kind of cold. So yes. The eating contest, yes, I love the eating contest. Actually, I don't remember half of these festivals, but I assume it's going to be just like Rune Factory 3. As I usually do. And we are going to get those pink turnips. We are going to harvest them today. Like in this... Wow, that's coincidence. This spring 14 is April 14. Coincidence. But we are going to get them on later in spring 14th day, you know, because I'm afraid that I won't be able to, I don't know, I'm just afraid that I'll get that little rune spirit thing and waste it because, you know, they replenish like half your RP, so it's nice. So I'm probably gonna do a lot of like stuff today. I probably won't even have to take a bath. But again, I've only taken 2 baths. That's like a record. Because I never take baths in Rune Factory. Because they cost 100 gold and usually that piles up. Unless I really have to do something, then. I think I only took a bath once in my first, actually, I think I took it once in Generation 1, and then, like, 3 times in Generation 2. And then in no, not Generation 3 or whatever. Rune Factory 3. I took, like, I don't know, like, 2 baths, and that's it. You know, it's nice to get the awful farm smell out of you sometimes, you know. Though it's not often. But still. It's nice to smell nice and clean. Get that orange grass. Frankly, I don't have to really worry about HP anymore in Tree Stiff Forest. Well, the Spring Dungeon. Oh my god, we're already at like level 6, and then they do absolutely no damage whatsoever. It's kind of surprising to me. And of course, I always avoid Lucida Island because I don't like going to that port. I never do. I only went there, like, I bought like, I don't know, 4 sleeping bags when I was doing the dungeon in Generation 2. Because frankly, I didn't really want to like go back and forth from the port. Well, from Lucida Island to the port to home. And I am trying to remember if there's a teleportation spell. And instead of fighting, I was planning to go over to Lucida Island, but, you know, screw that. We're going to fish. Oh yeah, and we forgot our monsters. And Momo finally gives us milk. It's kind of spoiled, but oh well. It's coming up in like 10 seconds. Yay! Milk! I'm going to store that. Because I don't want to be doomed in Generation 2. Because you should be pretty well prepared. And I'm looking at the friendship level 0, of course, because our animals kind of hate us. You know. And then Mana's friendship and love level is already at 2, which is kind of surprising. And then everyone else is, a couple people are 1s, and then 0s, and then 1. Pretty good considering that I never really gave any gifts. Actually, I never really do give any gifts unless it's to Mana. Actually, no, not Generation. Rune Factory 3, I would give Shara. I think her name's Shara. I think. Yeah, Shara. She apparently likes weaves, which I think is kind of hilarious. So, and she might be high every 5 seconds. But I would always give her, like, I would always keep the weeds and then give her one every day. And I was kind of, because, you know, I'm a cheapskate. She actually really likes them, so. It's a nice gift. Get weeds from your possible boyfriend. / husband, eventually. Who looks like a 12-year-old. Who talks about dating all the time. And apparently has friendship and love levels. Ugh, Barrett's voice. Kinda gets on my nerves. And yes, this basically wraps up their episode, so see ya.